Thank you for your patience. We'll start in exactly 1 minute to give some more people the opportunity to join. So bear with us for 1 more minute or so. Okay, let's kick this off. Welcome everyone to our webinar. Today is about operational best practices for resale enabled offers. We'll probably shorten it to REO, but it's all about resale enabled offers. And let me introduce the people who will be leading the call today. So I'm Guido Kerkhoff. I'm in the EMEA partner go-to-market team and have a role dedicated to ISVs. And luckily, I have two amazing presenters today and two experts. We have Darren, who has presented also recently. You may have joined also one of the webinars or even both in December about REO, channel leader and Microsoft expert from Microsoft, Marketplace expert from Microsoft UK and Ireland. And we also have Truck, who's a senior business program manager joining all the way from the US. So they will be leading the content today. And it's important also to stretch that we will answer all your questions, but not in the chat immediately. But please keep asking them because we will create a Q&A document with all the answers. So we have time to really make sure you get the proper answers that you need after the session. So we will get them in a couple of days from now, and you'll also get the slides. So here's the agenda. First, opening up with a little bit of context. So what are the channel first opportunities with the Microsoft Marketplace? And then zooming in on the resale enabled offers. So what's already the channel partner experience, how to create the private offers and work with local currency. And then also the next steps, the tools and the resources to wrap it up. So let's go over to Darren.
Fantastic. Thanks, Guido. Much appreciated. Thanks everybody for joining us here today. My name's Darren, as Guido said, and what I'm going to do is hopefully give you just a 10-minute overview of the background for today on the marketplace, the importance of channel before we hand over to a truck who's going to go through these operational best practices about how to bring this offer process to life. So for those of you that missed the webinars we had before Christmas, we'll drop the links into chat in just a moment if you need to go back and have a recap. Hopefully we all know what the marketplace is now. To be super clear, we have now brought this together. We brought together AppSource and the commercial marketplace under one umbrella, the Microsoft Marketplace. So any old references to Azure Marketplace or the commercial marketplace, please remove those now. This is now known as the Microsoft Marketplace. And hopefully we're all aware this is where we come together to co-build, co-sell and co-innovate. Really has become that platform for partnering. And Resale Enabled Offers that we launched at Ignite is the way that our publishers or ISVs can scale globally now through the network of Microsoft channel partners and that channel partner ecosystem. So this is the baseline that we're talking about today. You'll be aware that, of course, the marketplace is there for find, try, test and deploy that product-led growth journey. But actually the revenue opportunity is how we come and sell together. And that's this private offer process that we deliver with the marketplace as the mechanism of delivery. So in terms of channel propensity, I've been part of this channel world for a long time alongside Marketplace, and I'm really pleased to say that Omdia is now calling out the majority of cloud marketplace spend. Those spend numbers are going to be transacted via the channel partner community. The channel partner is your trusted advisor, your pro-serve delivery, your cost optimizer. There's never more relevance than there is now with the marketplace being the mechanism of delivery. But the importance of having a trusted advisor channel partner helping you remove the friction in that flow. And that's what Resale Enabled Offers is all about. Just a level set again, you'll be aware there are a number of different mechanisms. I don't want this to be confusing for us. We're going to focus on resale enabled offers today, but just to be clear, there are other mechanisms for different territories or market approaches. CSP offers being how our cloud solution providers that manage that customer Azure bill deliver marketplace for our SME and SMB customers and mid-market customers. That's a partner build account. They don't have those Microsoft Azure consumption commits in most cases, those customers, but that's partner build Azure and marketplace opportunities where customers buying very often at list price with a pricing and invoicing managed by the partner. We're not going to cover that today. We are going to cover resale enabled offers and how both private offers and multi-party private offers fit within the resale enabled offer approach. And I'm going to make that clear for in a second, and you'll see Truck do a much deeper dive on this and how this works in a second. So let's be super clear that resale enabled offers in itself is not about the customer end of the transaction. Resale enabled offers is how our publishers in marketplace can engage the global channel partner ecosystem to then manage a downstream marketplace private offer, whether that's a direct private offer or a multi-party private offer. Now, if that doesn't make sense, bear with me. I'm going to show this in a diagram to help bring this to life for us just for a second. And then, as I say, Truck's going to give us some deeper detail on the operational process. But again, to be super clear, a private offer is just using the marketplace to deliver custom terms, custom price, and a custom end user license agreement. And it's based off a publicly available transactable solution. And that's really key. If you're an ISV, if you're a prospective software company on the call today, the first prerequisite to be able to access this is to get transactable. And we'll drop some links into chat in a second on the new App Advisor, which is a guided process about getting published and optimizing your listing, and also mastering the marketplace as to how you get published and transactable. And then all we're doing is we're using that publicly available transactable listing to deliver customized terms into our customer. And that direct private offer process is from a publisher. You'll see why this is relevant when we get to Rio in just a second. It's from a publisher into a customer. And then there is a governance process, a governed process around how the customer accepts and then purchases that offer. And then Microsoft bills. Again, in all cases here, Microsoft is billing. Now, you'll be aware of multi-party private offers. This is available in the US, UK, and Canada. If we take a look at this for just a second, you'll see that this is a two-tier mechanism. Well, there's two offer sections here. From the publisher to the partner, that's point one on this diagram here, and then the partner into the customer. Now, this is US, UK, Canada today, because in Microsoft tax managed countries, we're managing the tax across this whole process here. So how, again, off the back of a published transactable solution, software company is able to authorize the channel partner the whole bill of materials, for which the partner can then mark up with a margin and pass that offer on to the customer. So for the channel partner here, multi-party private offers, or MPO, is about margin. And it's a really simple way to take the bill of materials built by the publisher. So the channel partner receives that full bill of materials specific to a customer. They simply mark that up with margin, push that onto the customer, and the same governance process around accepting and purchasing that offer applies to the customer. Again, Microsoft bills passes that margin back to the channel partner and the wholesale value back to the publisher or software company in entirety, minus what we call the agency fee. So that's MPO. Sorry, that's private offers that we've covered just there. This is multi-party private offer. This is a channel process bringing together channel and ISVs to scale in the UK, US, and Canada, and only in the US, UK, and Canada, as I say, because of the way Microsoft manages the monetary flow today. So you'll see why I've covered this in just a second. Hopefully I haven't lost you. Let's get to resale enabled offers and just briefly summarize what we're talking about here. And you'll see why I've covered both private offers and multi-party private offers when we look at these two mechanisms here. So this is what we launched at Ignite. This is Resale Enabled Offers. The diagram may look complicated. Bear with me, it's actually super simple. Because essentially what we're talking about here is this point one up here, ISV software company with a publicly available transactable solution, always the prerequisite. What they're doing at point one here is the software company community, the ISV community, are authorizing the channel partner to run a version of their listing. Now, what the channel partner does here is subject to seeing that authorization. And we covered that authorization last time. We're not going to do that in detail today. Once that ISV is authorized the channel partner, what the channel partner is doing is raising a direct offer into the customer. So at this stage now, this point two here, that private offer process, channel partner here has full control of what the dimensions are of the offer. That channel partner offer issuance there, that's all about how do I build the bill of materials and how do I set the final customer buy price. It's not just about margin. Effectively, the channel partner is acting as the ISV or publisher. And again, once customers purchase, same process with the customer, Microsoft is invoicing. We're then paying the channel partner, and it's the channel partner's responsibility to pay the software company off Marketplace. And the agency fee responsibility here sits with the channel partner. So that really shows that the channel partner is selling on behalf of the ISV. It's really delivering that ISV to channel scale opportunity and available globally. So it's within the ISV's control to authorize or enable that channel partner to go and sell that listing in any number of geographies, subject to the embargo geographies at the bottom here, but essentially almost every single geographic zone where the marketplace is available. So this tier one process available globally. And as we said here, that's the private offer process. What we've done with, what Resale Enabled Offers also enables, and again, this looks complicated, but it's super easy. You'll see why I presented multi-party private offer a second ago. In the US, UK, and Canada, so where Microsoft has enabled multi-party private offers, which is US, UK, Canada, we're also allowing the two-tier process. And the same methodology applies here. So again, look at point one. Software companies, again, able to authorize a channel partner to run a version of their listing. In this case here, in this two-tier motion, that channel partner is likely to be an indirect partner or a distributor. Now, what that distribution partner or indirect partner can then do is authorize the downstream channel partner the full customer bill of materials. The channel partner then adds on a margin in multi-party private offers and issues that offer onto the customer. Might sound complicated, actually very simple. You know, case in point, in the UK, we've already got 100 plus channel partners, UK-based channel partners, and over 500, I think, globally now that are available to transact with multi-party private offers in the US, UK, Canada. Again, Microsoft collects, pays the channel partner, pays the initial channel partner the wholesale value, and it's their responsibility to pay the software company. So that's what Resale Enabled Offers or REO is enabling globally. Two-tier in the US, UK, and Canada, or one tier across the whole world, including the US, UK, Canada. Now, hopefully I haven't lost you there. I've given you some background to help you understand that essentially for the partner world, in this case, it's about delivering a private offer. And in this case, in the US, UK, Canada, it's also about potentially raising multi-party private offers. Now, as I say, hopefully I haven't lost you. I've got great pleasure in passing over to, one of our best and very well-known program managers, Chuck, who's going to take us through the channel process of how to deliver those multi-party private offers and private offers with more focus within the context of REO. So, Chuck, you're going to share from your screen, aren't you, I believe? But lovely to have you with us today. Over to you, please, if that's all right, to give us the real operational detail.
Thank you, Darren. Hi, everyone. Before I start talking about this, I just want to make sure that you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can, Chuck.
Okay, awesome. So hi everyone, my name is Trúc Nguyen and I'm with the Marketplace Fast Track team. I had the opportunity to work with our product team during the REO early stage. So I'm happy to be here and share with you, REO, the deep dive process and all of the best practice here. So the topic that I will cover today is show the channel partner experience, the REO channel partner experience. We will deep dive into how to create a private offer or multi-party private offer to a customer, how to manage the local price and the post-customer purchase experience. So let's go to the first one. Okay. So for channel partner, the first thing is the software company, they will they will create an REO authorization and they send it to you. So for you as a channel partner, you will go to Partner Center. And when you go to the Partner Center, you will navigate to the Marketplace Offer workspace here. This is where REO under. And when you go in there, you will see that 3 options here, the public offer, private offer. We will go back to the private offer later. But for resale, for REO, this is where you see all of the authorization that other software company send it to you. So before you even go here, when they issue an REO authorization, your team will receive an email notification that someone authorized you to resell their solution. And in this dashboard, you will see that there are 3 offers that were issued, sent it to my account. Actually, it were like 2 offers. The first one, they sent it to me. It's a SaaS offer. You can see the offer type here. And I don't own this offer, so it just said no. And you can tell that which company that authorized me to resell. This is test PMC to PC. But when you have, the real case, you will see the actual name. And the current status is revoke. Revoke it means that they send an authorization to me before, but somehow that they, they need to make some changes. They need to take it back. So it means that, revoke it means that this authorization is no longer available to you. And it tell you that whether the offer is IP Azure co-sell or not. In this case, my test offer is not, but this is where you can indicate that whether the offer is Azure IP co-sell, it's either yes or no, and the date. And then later on, the software company, they decide to, resend me the offer. Again, it's the same offer and it live. It means that the authorization, this one is live, and I can use that to resell. The second offer here is a VM. Again, you can see the status here. It's from the same company and it's live, so it means it's available to me as well. So it's very simple that how it looked like for you as a channel partner to see the authorization that they send it to you. Going back, like if you want to see more detail about what included in there, you can just simply click on this link and it will take you to this screen. It will show you the name of the offer, which you already saw. And then it will tell you that your seller ID and that the software company that issued it to you. One thing that I did want to call out that you should pay attention to the selected market. So when a software company, they create an authorization, they will select the list of market that they kind of allow you to resell the offer. It can be like all of the market that available in the marketplace, but some may be just, they just select a certain market. So in this case, it's only Germany, Spain, France, and United States. If you if you plan to resell it to customer, let's say in France, Italy, for example, I would double check this one, and if you don't see the country there, you would need to reach out to the software company and ask them to add the market, and you can verify that one later. So what if you what if you missed this, and then later on you create a private offer to a customer in Italy, for example, you will be blocked from create that private offer and send to the customer. So that's why I want to ask to pay attention to this one. Okay. So that is how how the REO dashboard look like. Very simple and straightforward. And now we're going to move to the next step. We're going to create a private offer. We go through step by step how to do that. And we're going to focus on the one tier. So just a reminder that in this walkthrough, I will focus on the experience for the channel partner. For the customer purchase, we can cover that in another session. Or my team, we create a video that show you the customer accept and purchase experience, and we can share with you the link later too. Okay, so going back to the previous screen, for resale enabled offer, we were here. And now to create a private offer. So as a channel partner, you will select the private offers. And then when you go here, you will see the three options here, customer, CSP partner, and multi-party. For REO, you will only use either customer or multi-party. So for the one tier, you will select the customer here, and then you select the new private offer. When you select new private offer, it will pop up a window here. It will ask you to provide a private offer name. And then there are three options here. For REO, you only use the second option and the third option. And actually on this screen, it also tells you that for resale enabled offer, you will use this one. So the second option is for SaaS offer. And if this is for VM offer, you will use the third option. So sometimes that I in the past there's a partner that were looking to create a private offer with VM, but they select the SaaS option, the second option here, and when they create that, they couldn't find a VM offer, and that's the reason why. So just pay attention to the option that you select. So you just simply provide the offer name, and then for this case, it will be for a SaaS offer. So I select the second option, and then I go ahead and create a private offer. So when you create a private offer, we will require you to provide some of the information. The first one is the customer Azure billing account ID. So this ID will be provided by the customer. So you will ask the customer, say, hey, what is your Azure billing account ID? So that Microsoft will make this offer available to that customer only. So that's the reason why. And I want to call out that there are different Azure Billing ID format that you may see. So the first one is, you will see I have a note down here. For enterprise agreement customer, their billing ID is very short, only 7-digit number. But sometimes you will work with Microsoft customer agreement here. And their billing ID is very long. And the format here is, you can see, I provide an example like this. So sometimes you see a long one, don't think that it's invalid. So all you do is just plug in here. And when you do the review, the partner center, it will let you know that whether it's valid or not. So that's the billing account ID. And then the next one is the customer terms. You will provide the start date and the end date. The start date and the end date is defined that when the customer can purchase the private offer. So let's say you select the accepted day, it means that it will be as of today. The customer can only purchase on this day or after that day. They cannot not purchase before that day. And the end day is just show that the customer can purchase until the end day here. And for the end day, it's select by month. So if you select January, it means that the customer can purchase until January 31st of this year. So that's what it means. And then the third date here is the customer private offer accept by date. It just means that when you send a private offer to a customer, there are two key steps that the customer had to do. They have to accept the private offer. Accept means that they accept the term and the condition and the pricing. And the second one is they purchase the private offer. So the customer private offer accept by date, it means that this is the deadline that the customer must accept the T&C and the pricing before they move forward to the purchase step. So that's what it means. After that, you will see the customer T&C here. This field is totally optional. Some customer, they want you to attach the the customer agreement that you have with them. But totally up to you and your customer. You are not required to upload that. And the next one is customer renewal. I would ask everyone to pay close attention to this one. In this one, by default, this is not a customer renewal. Renewal here means that it's, the customer can purchase your solution through the marketplace or outside the marketplace, and now they decide, outside of the marketplace, even inside, but now it's time for a renewal, and now you decide to transact through the marketplace. If that's the case, you want to make sure that you select this is a renewal, because for renewal deal, there are 50% discount on the marketplace fee. So imagine that this is $1 million deal. The standard fee for marketplace is 3%, and you forgot to do so. You just, select it. This is not a customer renewal. You may lose $15,000 because there's a 50% discount. So the fee will be, 1.5 instead of 3%. So make sure that, whoever create a private offer, pay close attention to this and select the right option there. Next one is the notification contact. This is for you, for channel partner only. So if there are any changes to your private offer, for example, like the customer and the private offer is live, the customer accept the private offer, they purchase the private offer, everyone included here will be notified. Please don't include the customer alias here because it's intended for the channel partner only. And then repair by. This is when a private offer is available to the end customer. If they have any question, they know who is the point of contact for them to reach out. Next step, we're going to move to the product offer. So this is where you include the product. Actually, I move a little bit further there. So in this one, first, you will select either, so for REO, as a channel partner, you will select the sell as a resale enabled offer from another partner. The first option is for software company. They create a private offer directly to the customer. They will select the first option. But for you as a channel partner, who you are your model here, you will select the second option. And when you select that, you will select an offer owner. This is, in the future, you will have a lot of software company authorize you to resell the offer. So there's a lot of offer too. So this allow you to select a software company. And then when you select that, then we will only, show only product that software company authorize to you instead of seeing too many. So in this case, I will select the second software company here, test PMC to PC, and I just simply add that. After that, I will select add the product here. So I will select create a new plan. When I select a new plan, it will pop up a new window here. I just give it simply a name that's relevant to my customer. And then it will show a list of offer that the software company authorized me to resell. So you see that there are a couple offers here that I can see. I just select a plan here. I select that and I click add. So you see that this one is now show up here. This is the offer that I select. This is the product that I, name that I rename it in a way that's relevant to the customer. This is the SaaS offer. And now I'm going to go ahead and configure the price for this private offer. So when you click on configure price, you will see here the plan name, provide a quick description. This one will be available to the end customer. And billing and pricing term, this is important. So you will see a list of contract duration here, 1 month, 1 year, 2 year, and 3 year. So this is based on the public offer that the software company set up. So let's say now I'm looking for 5 year or 4 year. What you're gonna do? So in this case, because this is how the public offer is set up by the software company, if you need the 4-year or 5-year, you will need to let the software company know that, hey, you need to enable this. So they will have to make some changes on their side, and they will need to publish that change so that it show up on your side. So I would also, double check with them before you create a private offer, so that you want to make sure that contract duration available as soon as possible instead of waiting until you create a private offer. So then for each of the contract duration, this is the option that you have. So it's per year or flexible schedule here. So first, for per year, it means that in this case, I select 3 years, and per year means that I want to charge the customer at the beginning of each year. And then I provide the amount for each year. So it's $100 per year. And when I click on calculate the total price, it shows me that it's $300 for 3 years. So what if you don't want like per year? You want to bill the customer quarterly. You want to, let's say, charge per year, but on a certain day that you want, not like at the beginning of each contract year. So in that case, you will select the flexible schedule. The flexible schedule will enable you to select the day that you want to charge your customer. The amount that you want to charge the customer doesn't have to be the same. So in this case, I select flexible schedule, I select add charge, and then I will be able to select the day. So in this one, I want to charge on this day, this amount. I will be able to add the note, which will be available to the end customer as well. And then I will calculate the price. So this is the price for this private offer using the flexible schedule. So that is how you configure the price. After that, you will go ahead and make sure that you select sale first, and then go ahead and review and submit. Don't worry, this will not like submit the private offer right away. When you click on review and submit, it will kind of wrap all of the information that you provide so far. And then you will have a chance to review, making sure that everything is accurate. And then you can click on view price to see the price that you enter, double check one more time, and then you will hit submit. Once you hit submit, it will bring you back to the private offer here, and you will see that this is the private offer that I just create. It will take up to 5 minutes for the offer to be available. And you see that the pending status, pending acceptance, it means that it's waiting for the customer to accept. Whoever you add in the contact will be notified that this private offer is live, it's ready for your customer too. So what you do next is simply copy the link here, and then let your customer know that, hey, the private offer is ready for you to accept. Keep in mind that Microsoft don't send out a communication to the customer, because we want you to manage the relationship with your customer. So you will send that email and let them know that the private offer is ready. Okay, so I know that I go through a lot of field, but when you get used to it, it can take very quickly 5 or 10 minutes to create a private offer. Okay, so I will not cover the customer purchase experience like I mentioned before, but I can send you a video that how the customer complete the purchase on their side. For SaaS offer, when a customer complete the purchase, there's an activation step needed on the software company side that they just have to activate. Once they complete that, the transaction is considered as complete, and then you as a channel partner, you will receive a confirmation email like this, like instantly. You receive an email from Microsoft that say that the private offer, the customer complete the purchase. And that is, that's where you can get a confirmation that this transaction is done. Okay. So next, I will go to the how to create a multi-private offer. This is for 2-tier model. So it's just a reminder that this is the model that we are talking about. we will cover the channel partner experience. In this case, how they're gonna create a private offer. Okay, so same thing as before. When you will use the private offer dashboard here, and in this case, it's a multi-party private offer. So we use the third option here. Select the multi-party, and then you will select the new private offer. The experience is very much the same. So I will go a little bit faster. We'll focus on what are the key different compared to the private offer directly to the end customer. So in this case, I will give a private offer name. This is for SaaS offer. So I will select the second option and we'll create a private offer. I provide the customer billing ID here and provide a description. The description here, again, this is for internal, so you don't have to worry much. It's not available to the customer. And here's the difference, because in the MPO multi-party private offer, there is a second channel partner involved. So you will have to add the channel partner. So you will see that the partner information here, you will click on add partner. When you click on partner, you are required to provide their seller ID. The channel partner will have to provide you that. So when you add their seller ID, the system will automatically check and provide a partner name, the location, so that you can make sure that this is the right partner. And then you will click on add partner. So when you click on add partner, you will move to the next step where the same thing here, you provide a customer term, you provide a start date, the end date, and the accepted by date. And then the customer term and condition, again, this is optional, not required. You can attach it here. So in this case, I choose to attach that. I can also modify the name in a customer facing friendly here. So that's what I can do. And then again, customer renewal, pay close attention to this. You don't want to lose any money on the table here. And then notification, I add the notification here, so same as before. And then product offer, I will select sell a resale enabled offer from another partner. I select the offer owner here, so I will select this one and then add them. And after that, I will select the products. So in this one, I will select create a new plan. It will pop up a new window for me here. So I will give it a name, Contoso plan for customer, and then I will select a plan from a product here. Okay. So after that, I will configure the price. So we'll provide a plan name. The plan name already provide a plan description. This is where I have to provide that. And I will select the contract duration. For this one, this offer only have 1 month or 1 year. Again, if you need like 2 or 3 years and you don't see it available here, just let the software company know. They will need to update that. And that process can take a couple hours. So we don't want to run into the last minute issue there. So we want to make sure that you double check their plan, making sure that their plan had the duration, the contract duration that you want for this particular deal first. And then for this one, I only choose 1 year, one time upfront. It is $100 there. And then I will, save and then submit the private offer. So same as before. So the offer is for multi-party private offer. It's not like the status will not pending acceptance right away because there's a second channel partner involved. So the status you will see here is a pending partner action. It means that the private offer is now with the second channel partner. They will review and then they will add their margin. When they add their margin, they will submit and that will be available to the end customer. And of course, the second channel partner will need to let the customer know that, hey, the private offer is available to them, and then the customer can move forward to the next step. So same as the private offer, when a customer complete the purchase, it means that they accept the private offer, they purchase the private offer. For SaaS offer, still require an activation on the software company side. So you may want to let the software company know that, hey, the customer complete the purchase, please activate the subscription. Once they activate that, this NPO private offer transaction is considered as complete, and you will receive this email. And I want to call out that the activation step is only for SaaS offer. For VM, there's no activation. All they need is just to accept and purchase, and that is done, and you will receive an email like this, but for VM offer only. Okay. All right, so that was a deep dive, like, step by step, how to create an MPO private offer to the end customer. And if you notice that, when I go through the configure price, all of the price in there is in USD. So let's take a look at this one. Before we go there, I just want to remind everyone here. So actually one of the model here. So you see that the customer will accept and purchase the private offer. I want to call out that the customer will always purchase their offer in their billing account currency. So when a customer they have an agreement with Microsoft, they will have they will choose a billing currency that they will pay Microsoft. And whenever they purchase through the marketplace, it will show in the billing currency that they choose to pay Microsoft. So a lot of time that you may negotiate with the customer, but if you don't ask them and you think that they will transact in USD, but later on you may find out that they actually pay Microsoft in Euro, for example. So it's very important that when you start talking to the customer and about transacting through the marketplace, you want to ask them about, hey, what currency that do you have with Microsoft, either USD, Euro, or Australian dollar there. You want to make sure that you know about that so that you can negotiate the price in that currency. I see a few cases that where the customer sign an agreement with the software company, everything in USD, but later on they found that the customer actually pay Microsoft in Canadian dollar there. So this is a mismatched currency there. So you may want to make sure that you ask the customer early in advance about this, and making sure that it's not become an issue later. Okay. So yeah, if you notice that when in the previous screen, when I talk about configure the price, you see that in the note here that all of the price here in USD, same for flexible billing as well, everything in USD. So how do you set up the local currency? Let's say you have a customer in Australia. So how do you set up in Australia currency there? So in this case, for SaaS offer, so when you set up the, let's say you enter the price here, it's a per year, it's a 3-year term, you want a customer pay per year, and you enter the USD dollar. So the next step is you're going to select export pricing. When you select export pricing, it will export an Excel file where you see something like this. So based on 100 USD dollar there, it will convert it to other currency. When the offer make available to other country, it will auto convert to their local currency. So let's say Australia, it convert $100 to 155 Australian dollar here. So let's say this is not the price that you negotiate with the customer. You agree to transact in 100 Australian dollar, for example. How do you do that? All you do is simply open the Excel file, and then you just change it, edit the price to $100, just this price only. You save that Excel file, and then the next step, you would just upload that. So you would choose import pricing, and you upload that Excel file back into Partner Center. And that's how we set up the local price. So I just want to acknowledge that, this process is still, it's still very manual. So we're looking to improve this one. But for now, this is the step that how we set up the local price. So yeah, when you import the price, it will ask you that, hey, do you really want to override the current pricing or not? So just simply add yes. And then it will let you know that it upload the file successfully. It will ask you to save the information that you just upload. And when you select save there, it will let you know that the price that you upload is successfully saved. And when you upload that, it will no longer show the price in the UI anymore, because in the UI it shows the USD pricing only. So you will have to export the pricing if you want to confirm it one more time. So that's how you do for set up a local price. And this is for SaaS offer. Unfortunately, VM offer, it doesn't have the import pricing. You can, all you do is to have to add the USD price, and then you can export the price and see, what's the, how much it converted to the other currency, and you can adjust the USD price from there. But it doesn't have the import pricing capability yet. So let us know, Darren and Guido as well. Let us know if there's a demand for the VM there. Let it know, and we can collect the data and talk to the product team. But right now for VM, it doesn't have that option yet. Okay. So we just covered the how to set up the local price. Now we're gonna go to the reporting. Sam, before we go to the reporting, I just want to call out that you want to make sure that for every single private offer transaction, you receive this email. If you don't receive the email, there's a chance that the transaction is not complete yet. So it's missing a step somewhere. Yeah, just pay attention to this email. And when a transaction is complete, in the private offer, you will see the status change too. For example, like it will pending status. The status will change when a transaction complete. It will change from pending acceptance to accepted. And then it also have the view status as well. It will show you that on what day the customer complete the purchase and what the exact amount. So you will see that information. It will change the status from there. But this may take up to 5 hours to show up in Partner Center. So the email previously, it it generates instantly. So that's an indicator that the transaction is complete. Okay, so now we're going to go to the reporting. So as a channel partner, how do you see the RIO transaction? So going back to Partner Center, all of the report you can see is in the Insight workspace here. And when you click on the Insight workspace, you will see that the commercial marketplace, you will see revenue, order, users, and customer. This is where you can see all of the transaction. And I just pick order, for example. So in the order report, you will see all of the dashboard. There's on the bottom, there's a detail of all of the transaction too. So you will see everything. But if you only want to focus on resale REO transaction, so on the right side, there's a filter. And you can see that resale partner, you select yes. And when you select yes, and if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the order page, you will see the order detail here, tell you that every single transaction, and the flag here, you can see that resale partner, and it's yes, yes, yes. It means that this is REO transaction. And you can also see the bill revenue here as well, the revenue associated with that. For software company, they see very much the same, but not the bill revenue. They won't see any pricing associated with the transaction, but they know that you resold the offer and they will have a record of that. Okay, and And you can also see the customer name as well. If you scroll all the way to the right, you will see the customer name for each of the REO transaction. You will see the customer name associated with that transaction as well. Same for revenue. So we should filter for the resale partner, select yes. You will see all of the, I'm sorry, I think it's the circle here wrong, but this is, we're still in the revenue page here. So it will tell you an estimated revenue from the transaction. And there's also a flag for that, that the resale part here, so you can see that one as well. So that is a wrap up the reporting piece. So thank you, everyone. And if you think this is useful, let Darren know so he can bring me back in the next sessions.
I absolutely will do that. Chuck, thank you so much. Much appreciated. That was a fantastic overview of Partner Center and how to bring these offers to life. Much appreciated. Thank you for joining us today. So just to wrap up, folks, and I appreciate the questions. We've dropped some couple of answers into the responses, but we'll come back to you on everything in writing post event, so you can see some detailed updates. Just want to cover resources available to you as a channel partner community. Be aware that if we're signing in as a seller in Marketplace and selling using multi-party private offer, MPO, or Resale Enabled Offers, REO, you have access to Marketplace rewards. And Marketplace rewards is a credit incentive that's for our customers. And subject to you going through these tiers of MBS Marketplace build sales, the very top tier here, if you're a partner that's reselling $8 million or more in the preceding 12 months, you've got access to $200,000 of credits to be able to incentivize customers to go and use the Marketplace and go and consume either a private offer from you or a multi-party private offer from you, depending on where you are. So I'd encourage you to drop a note to rewards@microsoft.com or see this as part of your sign up process, rewards being an instrumental process to help customers on that Marketplace journey. Lots of resources available to you for follow-up. Post today, there is a dedicated page with many of the FAQs. We also do have some assets built from the UK but available worldwide, that I would drop the link into chat now, where you can go and find out information on building a practice with the Marketplace. And you'll get most of the pitch content from today. Structurally, we'll update this current presentation in there as well. But just to point you to a couple of assets in here that are really useful. One, the quick start guide for resale enabled offers. I think that's the fourth asset in the list. And two, as I say, building a Marketplace channel practice. If you're a channel partner on the call today, I hope that most of you are. This is a very different muscle memory to what you may be used to if you're a traditional reselling business. So I would encourage you to look at the steps needed to go and build a cloud marketplace resale business and the resources you'll need to bring that to life. There's a really simple ebook here that talks through the 4 steps of the Marketplace Channel Partner Practice Builder framework. And following those 4 steps really will give you the best chance of succeeding in this way and the best operational GTM and sales resources to maximize on the Microsoft Marketplace opportunity. And we covered this on the last session here, but again, just to call out, there are a number of considerations, to answer a couple of high-level questions that popped up. That agreement between you and your ISV, talking to you as a channel partner, is off Marketplace. So what that pricing structure looks like needs to be agreed off Marketplace. The process by within which you will issue your offers to a customer, the governance around that will need to be agreed with your ISV. There are some ISVs that are considering authorizing a group of distinct offers and just allowing you, the channel partner community, to go and sell. There are others that will want a bit more governance, maybe an over-the-shoulder process to issue an offer into a customer to make sure that trust is building and they've got some assurity that the right product set is being built. So worthwhile considerations. Again, the 2 prerequisites I really want you to consider is, if you're an ISV, make sure you're transactable and you're published. Same thing, published, transactable, available in the marketplace. If you're a channel partner, make sure you're a marketplace seller. And that link I've dropped into chat gives a get starting guide for MPO and REO, where it tells you how to sign in to the marketplace as a seller. And lastly, just to say thank you very much for joining, folks. Appreciate you all staying with us. Yes, the recording will be made available, as will the slideware, and we'll follow up in due course with the Q&A. Aside from that, just for me to say thanks very much to Guido, and of course to Chuck for that operational excellence session, and to everyone for joining today. Thanks so much. Look out for more events from us soon. Much appreciated, folks. Thank you.